so bored. Everyone wants Nintendo. Oh yeah, I save video games now. I grow bored. If only there was someone that can challenge me. Someone that can be a good challenge. Watch you out! Oh my god, who are you? 16 bits. Oh yeah. Oh no. Ah, look how you have a C button, which is one more than my A and B, and your trackpad can go diagonally, and is way better, which I like. This is a good controller. And oh my god. Okay, we're running. We're racing right now. Finally, a good challenge. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh no. He's winning. What do I do? I need to transform. And transform it did into the Super Nintendo. Put a cape on it because it's ready to continue that race with Sega. Oh yeah, Sega. That's cool. But yeah, look. 4 buttons now. Oh, controller fatality. Yeah, 4 buttons. It's not A, B, C, D. Now that sounds excessive. A, B, B, A, X, and Y. I'm still bad with this camera thing. And the D-pad, pretty much the same. It's a little more comfortable. Start and select something. Shoulder buttons. That's what I want to get to. This is now a standard on every controller. If it doesn't have shoulder buttons, except for the Wii and the shake and the Kinect, obviously, the motion control controllers, obviously, but these are a must. L and R, usually referred to. You have L1, L2, LR, you know. It's got 4, a lot of controls have 4 shoulder buttons now. But this is awesome. So much possibility. Like, the more buttons you have, it shouldn't be over excessive like the numeric pad, but it should be enough, just enough, to really give you more options in a game. And it was cool. From that point on, the Sega and the Nintendo were equal competitors, and it was a great race. I was really upset when Sega stopped making consoles back in the day. I only knew one guy with a Dreamcast, but it was cool. A really awesome memory thing. A cool memory card, a little screen you could see. That is cool. I wish more consoles did that. But yeah, 16-bit racers on, and the bit wars began. Bits. And the controllers had to get more advanced too. Well, the story I'm telling is going to be very linear with a lot of the other stuff, but just know that controllers have to move on. They have to grow. Yes. Yes. So, Nintendo, they don't want to make a CD edition to the Nintendo 64, to which I haven't seen the controller yet. Oh, they think they're so great. Ooh, you know what? I'm glad Sony made me the PlayStation. Oh yeah, I still have 4 buttons, but 4 shoulder pads. Yeah, that's gonna show him off. I got the 4 buttons, and this, yeah, I may be 32-bit, but let me tell you, I had some great games with some cool franchises. Man, it was so cool. And you play CDs with my stuff. You can't expect anything less from Sony. Oh yeah, nothing can ruin this. Oh my god, what is that thing? Oh my god, what is that thing? Boom. Yes. Okay. Like many people born in the 90s, the Nintendo 64 was my first game console that I actually had for Christmas one year. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's take a look here. Now, no more X and Y, but that's okay, because shoulder buttons are there, A and B still there, start button, no more select. I really didn't like the select button. I found it useless. You got a D-pad. You gotta have a D-pad. Like every controller has to have a D-pad. It's tradition. And it is used for like item stuff sometimes. It's cool. The C buttons. This is something I think was really interesting at the time. Not like 3D games were getting into play. The controller had C buttons. Camera. Coincidence? Probably. But yeah, you had buttons. I'm sure some really cool Nintendo did after this, and you probably know exactly what I'm talking about, but pretend you don't. Pretend I'm surprising you. You had the C buttons. Oh yeah. left, right. And sometimes they did little stuff too for the items, like Legend of Zelda does that in their N64 games. Take a look at the back. Oh my god. Why are you looking at the back of the controller? What's it useful about that? Z button. You don't see many times when there's back buttons. The three things, this is a really ugly controller, I have to say. It's really ugly, but you know, it got the job done. And there's a big thing with controllers. If I can bring the PlayStation back up, the big thing with handles, you had to add handles. How do we go on the hands? Like, it just have to like, feel natural, you know? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear no, that's what she said jokes. But yeah, unlike the PlayStation though, which was something I thought was a little backwards, but you know, it did make an option for better selection to turn on and off is the Rumble Pack. This one was removable. It also had a memory card system, but it wasn't really useful because of the cartridge system. Nintendo was the last people to use cartridges. But yeah, it was awesome. Ignore that vibration. And yeah, you put new stuff in there. Now, listen, if anyone can tell you where this is from, a little challenge, where this little thing is from, I really doubt anyone will. It was a really cool game. It was really revolutionary and really cool. If anyone can tell me where this is for, you'll have the satisfaction of knowing you won this contest. Because I am broke. Okay, yeah, you get a little option here. And this is what is awesome. This is the modern day joystick. There's a little ball, and you bring it around like this. It's on a spring where you go up and down like most others were, or a little D-pad with a stick on it. Like, looked weird and it was really uncomfortable. This was perfect. You put on your thumb and you go. PlayStation made this afterwards. Now I have to defend PlayStation because a lot of people said that they were copying, but this is innovation. Plus, you can press these. This is actually a button. That was cool. That was really awesome. But they have a select button. I don't like select buttons. Let's move on. So, to this day, this is my favorite controller. This is the Mad Catz version. It was pretty liked by most people. This is the controller for the Nintendo GameCube, the first purely disc operated Nintendo console. That's what I was talking about. This is the innovation. It's a C-stick now. That's another new standard. A lot of people would have two joysticks now. Generally one for the camera and one for movement. Here's the D-pad. There was never really use for it. Maybe item controls. A, B, X, and Y is back. Y, X, Y. The Z button was placed on the top. Shoulder buttons. Now this is, if you ask about this is the M button. I think it was macro, however you pronounce it. There's another thing in the middle here, macro. This is the Mad Catz version. Basically, macro, when you hit it, this does not let you use any standard buttons, so you can't skip cutscenes, I guess that was for. This, if you hold it, I think I have no idea. I really don't know what that's for. This was a great controller. It fit very well in the hands. It was perfect. So perfect. And built-in Rumble Pack. They fixed it. It is kind of annoying to turn on and off, but thankfully a lot of games put it in the option. But yeah, this is really cool. Really, really cool. My favorite controller this day. You still couldn't press the joystick. Nintendo hasn't done that yet. I really wish they did, because I like that little option. Like when everyone played Call of Duty and a lot of other shooting games. Know you hold down the joystick and push, you run. If you don't, it's a lot better than just sharply hitting it or moving like you do in Super Smash Brothers. Really, really cool. Yeah. So lastly, we're going to have motion control. That's what we're going to talk about. Is motion control the future? No, I don't think so. But what I do think so is motion control is the new buttons. I never played Kinect. I honestly can't judge it, but I don't think that's gonna last. It might be good for like casual gamers, like probably be the Wii Balance board for Xbox, but generally, what motion control became was an additional surrounding button. Like, I think so. It's a new action, a new possibility. Like, I think in Mario Galaxy they put the perfect way of using motion control in that. You have normal buttons, A to jump, B, which is back button. Glad they brought back buttons back. That was cool. 1 and 2. This is from if anyone's ever weirded out by number buttons, like why they do that, I don't know. Like, the only other system that did this was the Sega Master System, Sega's 8-bit console, but it was cool. It's a good idea. You have the plus and the minus, which is the new start and select. Home button, which is really important for new modern games, and the power button. This is awesome. It is so great to be able to sit down and go. That's the system turning on. But yeah, a new surrounding. Like I said, Galaxy is perfect. The nunchuck, you move around with the joystick. It has C button, which is the new C stick. You just hold down in a lot of games. A lot of games didn't implement it, and the Z button underneath it. But yeah, there's the nunchuck going here. I'm not going into too much detail of this. I'm sorry, but we all know about this part of the game. But yeah, like, it's a new form of control. Mario, keep evading that. Super Mario Galaxy, you move around, you have the normal thing, and boom, some options, you shoot some star bits. It's perfect. That's how motion control is going to be in the future, I think. Except for like games where you deliberately want full motion control, like Wii Sports or yeah, stuff like that. Sporting games. The Kinect games look pretty cool, and it's awesome. You can hold like this, and they're very reminiscent of a NES controller. Really great. That's another thing. Controller options. I love that. I hope Nintendo does that more, because I heard all they do is you can do this for the Wii U. You have this. You can use the Wii remote as an option. I really, 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 really hope they go back to the GameCube. Like you play the GameCube controller. Really hope, because that's my favorite controller. Or you can have it with the nunchuck, or the classic controller. And don't think controller options is something new. Let me show you something. The Atari also had different controllers. Here's the driving controller. It went all the way around. One button. And what did I do with it? The paddle controller, which is used for games like Pong. This is attached to another one. Unlike you may say it's the same thing as the steering wheel, but these stop. And the driving wheel keeps going continuously. So cool. Game controller options. I love them. Just so perfect. Controller options. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I promise I'll get a little better at this. I really want to do some interesting stuff. I really feel that if you analyze things and you really understand something deeper than what it is in a frontwards view, you're just so much better at it, and it just really makes the experience so much better. That's why I think doing stuff like this is really cool. I really appreciate your view. Thank you. I hope you learned something. If I made a mistake, if there's anything you want to add in, because I couldn't do everything, obviously, please add in. This show's gonna have some different turns. I don't want to just do console evolutions and stuff like that. I want to go into everything. I want to take every little thing. Speaking of which, alright, so next time I want to do a character analysis on Kirby and Meta Knight. And I want to do their relationship, but a good analysis on the relationship between each other, because it's a lot more interesting than people think. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.